Good morning, here's a status update. Got my bread, my sourdough sandwich loaf there in the tin, and my sourdough here. I did have a plate on the top and it stuck to it, which is why it's gone all shaggy here, but it'll be fine, I hope. They're just warming up on top of the boiler because they didn't really do very much in the fridge last night. I rushed the process yesterday. I'm hoping I get away with it by giving it a little bit of time today. Washing machine is on, as usual. And now I thought I'd have a go at these trash crumps, which uses sourdough discard. I only need 150 grams of sourdough and discard, and I think I've got plenty. I have made crumpets before, but the traditional way with yeast. And this is with the sourdough starter. I'm optimistic this is going to turn out okay because those other crumpets were lovely. So I need to add some lukewarm water. Why do they call it lukewarm? I'm going to have to look that up. I can't come up with a reason in my head. The reason for them calling the temperature a bit nippy, I've decided, is because it makes your nipples stick out when it's a bit chilly. It's probably not. It's probably because it nips at your nose or something. That's what I'm saying anyway. Oh, I need a teaspoon of baking powder. I want to have a sort out of the shelf that's got all my baking stuff on there. I think I need to do what Ali does, Little Drops of Wonderful and This Little Wonderful Life. It was her birthday yesterday. I hope you all went over and said happy birthday. By the time you watch this, it'll be 2 days ago. I need to go through it all, work out what I want to use up because it's going to expire, and make a plan. That's what she does. I'm going to do that. Right, now I need to, oh, it says to add some salt now, but she also said earlier in the book that salt is what spoils the party. So, I don't know when to add it. I mean, if I don't add it now, will it go bonkers and then go flat? If I do add it now, will it stunt it? But she says add it now. Does not feel like a pouring consistency. My starter was a bit thick though. 3 grams of salt. 5 grams is a teaspoon. My scales are not good enough to measure just 3 grams. How many is it supposed to make? Makes 7 to 10 crumpets. I don't think so. Shall I just add a drop more water? This is probably why things don't always work out for me, because I think I know better when clearly I do not. Right, what's she saying now? Leave it to rest for 20 to 30 minutes. Scraping it down. Then you've got to grease your crumpet rings, heat a large frying pan over a medium-low heat, grease with a little more oil, pop your crumpet rings in the pan, give them a minute to heat up, spoon 2 tablespoons of batter into each ring. Oh, is that what you need? The crumpets will rise quite a lot, so don't overfill the rings. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to make myself coffee and go and edit yesterday's vlog. Here are the final doors for the utility room. They're just, they warped, so I'm just weighing them down, or weighing them down. Hopefully they'll be all right. Look at this little sun-seeking puppy dog. Can I come and sit with ya? Thanks. Hello, Margot. And he's wagging her tail. Everywhere I look, there's a job to do. Filthy windows to clean, and look at all that wood from the utility room that I need to deal with. Oh well, let's do my vlog and drink my coffee. Right, let's give this a go then. Sorry about the noise in the background. That's the coffee machine and the washing machine. I'm just going to butter these. Today, hello down there, I'm going to blitz this kitchen. I'm absolutely fed up with it being ugly. Probably only half an hour away from being lovely, because it's just, all it is, I think I only need 2 of these because the frying pan's not that big. All it needs is just tidying up. So we've got shoe boxes there, clutter on the table there, clutter on the table there. But this is all work in progress stuff, so I'm not too bothered about that. There's a plug-in radiator there that was there, has been there since we were trying to dry the plaster in the utility room weeks ago. Doesn't need to be there. Hang on, I've got a coffee on the go. Wait a minute, I just need to go and finish making it. Well, that's better than the earlier one I made. Okay, let's try this. Let's put these in. So she says, put the rings in and let them heat up. Oh, I don't know if they are close enough to the ground or not. You know, like got a seal on them. I think that'll be okay. Just gonna put a little bit of butter in there. Right, she says about 2 tablespoons worth. I still don't feel like this is wet enough. Yeah, I really don't. Probably messed this right up now because I've added some water and probably knocked out all of the air. Oh well. I'm wondering if I need to cook them faster. They've got the holes on them and everything. Let's just take off the rings. A bit flat. Yeah, I need to cook them on a higher heat. While I wait for those to finish off, I'll get my sourdough sorted out. So, this is just a reusable cake tin liner. Hello, darling. Feels a bit squashy. Just gonna do, what am I doing? Gonna do simple score. Oh, how are my crumpets doing? Not looking too bad. Definitely adding more water next time at the beginning of the mix. That's hot. Alright, shove this in there. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh, please don't. Blooming stick. It's in. I don't think this would be the best loaf. Oh. They're burning. Kitty puts an ice cube in with her sourdough, so... Oh gosh, it's all going wrong now. I'll do the same. Ow! Crikey. Let's have a look at these then. Let's see if they're disgusting. This is my breakfast. Yeah, they're not cooked. Let's try again. Well, you can't expect everything to turn out perfectly first time, can you? So I'll have to just keep trying. Because if I give up, I won't have homemade sourdough crumpets. I will keep trying. I wish I had the same sort of tenacity for trying out a healthy lifestyle and fitness and exercise and everything so that I could have a cracking figure. But honestly, I'd rather perfect cooking sourdough crumpets and eating them with loads of butter. But yeah, I won't give up, because if I give up, well, I'll never be able to do it, will I? So let's just keep going. It wasn't always like this. I used to give up very easily. This is a mindset I've had to really work on. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to acknowledge to myself that I'm prone to throwing in the towel. Hang on a minute. Well, I can smell that they're burning, so I've obviously had that one too high. Oh, apple poo. I need my spatula. Ow. Poo. Right, I've got enough for 2 more. I will do the next 2 on a lower heat, but not as low as before, somewhere in between. I have tasted this and it is not bad. Okay, these feel like the things that will never cook. Look at that, it's really doughy. Tastes all right on the edges, but then, ooh, that's hot. This is the tiny one, because I didn't have much dough left. And look, that hasn't cooked inside either. I think it's because there's not enough bubbles in there. And that's probably down to the fact that there wasn't enough water in the first place. Yeah, look, that's not cooked either. It's doughy. I'll try again another day. In the meantime, I shall have some eggs on toast. I'm hungry now. So, this looks all right, but who knows if it will have the texture that I'm hoping for. And this looks okay-ish, slightly disappointing. This has not risen as much as I hoped. But it'll be in the eating that we will decide whether it was a success or not. It did say cook it on 220, which I felt was a bit, like for 40 minutes, which I felt was a bit high and a bit long in my oven. I suppose this is the thing. Oh, hang on, let me turn you around. I suppose this is the thing when it comes to recipes, and particularly bread recipes that use sourdough. It all depends on so many variables of your own in your own kitchen. How your cooker cooks, whether your cooker cooks. When my cooker says 220, doesn't mean 220, or is my cooker actually 210? Stop digging. Digging. Oh, arms aching. Rest you on the tap. And what flour am I using? Was my lukewarm water the correct lukewarm water? What does that mean? I'm going to look that up. Lots and lots of different variables. So I suppose the only way is to just keep going. But it is disheartening when that's time you won't get back. Ingredients wasted, because I couldn't eat those crumpets, so they're in the food bin, which adds to food waste, which is not something I do. I hardly ever waste anything. So just got to press on. Just keep trying. You never know, when I open that loaf up and that sourdough, they might be brilliant. But the sourdoughs are always edible. They're just never quite as I would like them to be. I'm about to walk the dog. She's been pestering me, but now she's given up. I've hoovered the kitchen, tidied the kitchen, The grocery delivery came, I've packed that away. And I'm just running out of steam. Whoops. I was just asking my patrons over on Patreon, what do you guys do when you just, leaning my phone on my iPad and it kept flopping off. What do you guys do when you just hit that wall? I feel like I've been just charging forward and getting things done for weeks and months since Christmas, really. Well, no, since beginning of February. And now I'm just a bit like, ugh, I can't be bothered anymore. I'm a bit dissatisfied of wiping the same table over and over again, if you know what I mean. I normally get an enormous sense of satisfaction of doing the same chores day in, day out, and I'm very content and happy with my life. But I don't know, today I just feel a bit like, just can't be bothered, I want to go back to bed. What do you guys do to get over that hump? What I normally do is I just carry on, I ignore it. I just go, right, come on, dog needs walking, food needs cooking, washing needs washing, get on with it. Because sometimes self-care isn't bubble baths and watching telly and putting your feet up and knitting. Sometimes self-care is getting the jobs done so that they don't build up and weigh on your mind. But how do you do that with a spring in your step when you really can't be farted? How do you do it? I'd love to know. Hello, girlies. I'm coming to cut your flight feathers so that you can't get over the fence when I set you free on Saturday. Yeah. And Sunny, there's something wrong with your bottom, so I'm coming to clean it, okay? I'm sorry about what I'm about to do to you, but you'll feel better afterwards. There, they've got a nice dust bath. I've done their flight feathers. Look, they're scattered everywhere. They're really fed up with me now. Poor old Sunny, the white one, she's miffed as anything. I've washed her bum, clipped off the feathers that were just so pooey, and hopefully she'll perk back up now because she's been miserable a few days. Bless her heart. Look at that fluffy bum. Love it. So the sandwich bread, I didn't cook it long enough. I didn't let it rise enough, and it's not very nice as a result. Never mind, doesn't matter. I'll try again another day. In other news, Phil has been here and the doors are on. Hurrah! So that's it. Just need to get some splodges of paint off the floor and we're done.
Are you really? I cannot believe it.
Oh, but the sourdough is not bad. Again, I think I could have baked it a bit longer. But look at those holes. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Just at the football training ground. The kids are over there. They look like they're miles away, but it's not as far as it looks. That's Wilf there with the orange shoes on. Yeah, I'm knitting. And I'm about to watch Jules's journal. Jules is So Sweet Violet. And I can't record me knitting and doing that because I'll be watching it on my phone, which I obviously need to record with.
But you know when like hot stuff cooks bacteria away?
You doing another bowl?
Indigo. Yeah, obviously.
And you need to. What else you got to do?
Well, the dough was in.
Yep, do that then.
Time to use the oven.
Well, hang on, pick the dough balls up first.
What do you mean? I always do this first.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you don't know what to have. The dough was not on the floor.
Watch out for the hot things. Well done.
I already got experience of these finger bobs. What I did to my arm was.
Yeah, why don't you give? You need to give some bits and bobs a bit of a stir.
Well, I need a new spoon, don't I?
I'm using that one. Yeah, right. That's it.
Also, I know if I have a really hot bath, this goes really hot. Like, it goes
I think
completely.
you might need to turn the sauce up a little bit.
How do you touch the sauce without burning your hand?
That'll do. Right, we'll keep an eye on that.
6.5 hot. Oh, 6.5.
Bill is cooking tonight. Very good. Oh, Margot. Very good, Bill.
Got it.
Excellent job.
Couldn't really get this on my hands.
Coming back to bed. Finally, after getting up this morning, I'm back in bed. I'm going to read this. I'm going to see if there's any recipes I would like to try. I'm going to do the Albert again though. Definitely going to try that again. Margot and I say goodnight. She's been groomed so she's even softer, but not quite so curly. She's so soft.